Welcome to Albany County Direct. I'm your host, County Executive Daniel McCoy. Today I'm joined by Jim, Albany County Parks and Recreation Department Commissioner. Jim, for the people who may not be familiar with Lawson's Lake County Park, can you tell us a little bit about the park, what makes it such a special destination for Albany County? But before even that, can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Sure. Thank you, County Executive McCoy. Glad to be here and join you today. I'm originally from Clearwater, Florida, so I lived down in Florida for about over 30 years. I have 20 years experience in Parks and Recreation. I was the Parks and Recreation Director down there in Clearwater. And everyone tells me I moved the wrong way, but came up to Albany
You moved
County.
the right way. That's what we're trying to do, attract people to Albany County.
Exactly.
It's a great place to live.
100%. And, one of those things that make it such a great place to live are the parks that we have here in Albany County. And Lawson Lake is a really unique park in the fact that you can go from an urban area like downtown Albany, short drive out to Lawson Lake, and you're surrounded by beautiful scenery, landscapes. We have a lake there. We have a camp, and also just trails that go all throughout Lawson Lake. And it's a really good place to get away and to go and become one in unison with nature. And really, it's just a fantastic facility. And we're excited for Summerfest to highlight what a jewel we have here in Albany County.
So for the older listeners that might realize it was Camp Opportunity back in the day, run by Reverend Bailey. And I went there as a kid for summer when they had the summer retreats there for inner city kids. And it was a great destination, upper part, lower part. And never knew we owned it. And I remember when I first got elected as county executive, I'm doing a tour of all, towns, cities, and villages. And this guy keeps sniping at me. And I'm like, he must know the answer. He's like, are you in the parks business? I'm like, nope. And we start going through the whole thing. And I finally, after the third question, I'm like, this guy has an answer. So we talked afterwards and never knew that we owned it. I knew about the place, but it was run by the Boys and Girls Club. And my predecessor before me, in 1996, leased it to the Boys and Girls Club for $1. And ironically, after we discovered it, they turn around and say, we can't upkeep it anymore. We can't afford transportation out to the lake anymore. So they turned it back over to the county. And right away, did a partnership with then DA and then the sheriff. And then after a year, it was just the sheriff and I. And we had this vision. And we had to fix the whole place up, and it's a gem. And I want people you want to get out of the city, 15 minutes out of the city. It's easy to get to. It's a great destination. You can walk around. There's a lot of trails. There's waterfalls. We've really opened it up to the public. But most importantly, we partner with the Boys and Girls Club. We bus them out there free. We get the kids off the streets, give them an opportunity to get out of the city for the day. We're talking about overnight. We're not there yet, but we're talking about getting there. And it's a real gem. But one of the things we do this Summerfest. It's become very popular tradition. People look forward to it. You want to talk a little bit about the Summerfest?
So Summerfest will take place Saturday, June 20th. It starts at 11 a.m. with a trail run. And so for that trail run, you can register as an individual or a team. And we have different distances. So we have a 2-lap race, which is on the trail, which is a 2.5 mile, 4-lap race, which is 5 mile, and then a 1-hour timed race as well. So we're really excited to have that start out with the races, and then there'll be a whole celebration with a host of other activities, bounce house, face painting, balloon animals, and then we'll have a rock wall, courtesy of the Albany County Sheriff, kayaking, and then food, live music, food, 9-pin cider serving, and we're just going to have a celebration of Lawson Lake and Albany County and the parks that we have.
Which is awesome. It's a great day. It's only grown. I can't thank again the sheriff's the partnership with the sheriff's department, with Sheriff Apple and his men and women come out and they do the rock wall. They do other demonstrations to highlight their department. And there's so many activities going on for people to come out. You can't be bored. Get off your couch. Put the iPads down. Put the gaming down, and let your kids just be kids for a day. And for adults too to come. We usually have a concert going on. So we usually get a band once in a while. We do a variety of stuff like you said. So I do want to say, please look at our website. Keep the date in mind, and come on out. It's a fun day. and you get to see a beautiful park that it's a hidden gem in Albany County. So one of the things, we know a lot of work goes into putting events like this on. Has the Parks and Recreation team been preparing for the Summerfest?
Yeah.
That's the answer I wanted to hear, Jim.
No, we have definitely, with all of our events, there's different stages of planning, but this one, I would say, pardon me, really since the turn of the new year, we've really been putting into high drive to get things going. We've reached out with a lot of collaboration with volunteer groups. We actually have the hamburgers and hot dogs and all of our drinks and cooks they're going to be served by county volunteers, and the VFW post. And the numerous VFW posts are helping us. So it's a collaboration. It's a partnership that runs through. And yes, the planning is intensive. And as we get closer, these things tend to sneak up on you. So when you're in the middle of a cold winter thinking about Summerfest, it seems a little far away. But turn the corner, and here it is. We're ready to have it.
Which is awesome. And we have so many activities going. When we started this journey, we started the Parks and Rec in Hill Towns to give the kids an opportunity to do things, not just Lost in the Lake. We went into Burn, Knox, Westerlo, and we slowly grown into Cohoes Community Center. We have the EOC here at the former St. Rose College. We're offering a lot of programs there. Soon open up the Senior Center. So there's so many things going on, and I'd like to say, if anything, to the listeners, please, go to the website. We put a newsletter out there. See the activities going on from, a variety of different things, from pickleball to cheerleading, to karate, to chess club, soon be offering gaming. There's so many things going on. Do you want to highlight any of this stuff before we...
No, perfect. And one of the things that really important as we go into the summer is learning how to swim and make sure everybody's in there. And, we offer swim lessons over at the St. Rose campus at the EAC, and soon we'll be online over at Cohoes to be able to offer those programs as well. But again, one of the great things we have here in Albany County is we have recreation for everyone. So whether it's youth sports or youth activities, seniors, adults, there's something for everyone here in Albany County, and it can be outdoors. And you mentioned gaming. That's kind of a new thing that we're getting into that I know you're very excited about as well as I am. And it just gives more opportunities for people to participate in recreation all throughout the county.
What's awesome about the gaming is, unfortunately, when the college closed, they left the gaming behind. And I'm like, here's a unique opportunity that we can put this to use for kids that normally wouldn't have the opportunity to use like this. Or we partnered with a company, Manans, and they do a great job. But now we have an area where kids can come in, do gaming. We're not going to charge them. It's all good stuff. And, when we do events like this, it's important about building the community, bringing people together. What would you say from that?
I agree 100%. It's really the community is the fabric of the county and what makes us special. And to be able to host activities that allow people of all races, all cultures, different genders to get together and kind of enjoy the spirit of Albany County, of what we have to offer. And, really just Summerfest is something that you combine that type of entertainment, that type of togetherness with a wonderful, beautiful park that is a jewel for the county. It brings the community together. And it's something that I think everyone can agree on is Parks and Recreation, and about how well it represents the community, but also how it's inclusive and everyone can feel a part of it.
And it's partnerships, right? It's partner with the communities, partner with other local governments, from the rail trail to this, everything that we've been doing and expanding, not where we want it to be, but we're filling a void throughout the community and giving the residents of this county of ours a great opportunity to go out and explore different areas and do different things. The rail trail has exploded. I think we had over 400,000 people last year. The restaurants and bars that opened up along the rail trail, it's been a real community gathering, not just for the town of Bethlehem, but for the Capital District. And the same thing, listen, I don't want to get ahead of my skis on this. The announcements we're going to make with the Senior Center, the new programs we're going to be announcing at Cohoes, and the Buddhist property, the announcement we're going to be making for that. And people are like, Buddhist property, it's the highest point in Albany County off of Route 1 up in Bern. And stay tuned, because these are things that makes Albany County so special. And I do want to say, before we wrap this up, you want to share any more key details for residents, the time, the day, and again, anything else you'd like to add to that?
Sure. No, again, June 20th at 11 a.m. is when it starts, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. The race will start at 11, and it's really going to be a celebration. It'll be a celebration of Albany County. It'll be a celebration of our citizens throughout the county and a chance for us to get together. And I will, if I can, shoehorn in that on the 13th of June, we are having a World Cup watch party over at the St. Rose campus on the green. So it's going to be outdoors. That will start at 3 and probably go to about 8 o'clock, and they'll be able to watch. There'll be games and activities for the children. So again, it just is goes back to your vision and the vision that we have, is providing space for people to congregate and to experience recreation and also be with each other. And again, that's, at St. Rose, the things that we're doing over there as a county it's really exciting. And this is something that I think be a real gathering point, not just for the Pine Hills neighborhood, but for the county in general.
No, I totally agree with you. And that's why, the St. Rose campus is really coming together, right? And we just hosted a couple events through DCYF, doing different things with food trucks. We had a bouncy bounce. We had face painting. So many activities going on. And stay tuned. There's some things we're going to run out through the summer to have more food trucks here, to do more events here. It kind of reminds me of like Notting Hill, the grassy area in between the college, for people to come to enjoy in this community, not just in the Pine Hills neighborhood, but throughout the Capital District. And that's what we want. And we'll be announcing restaurants opening up, coffee shops. So you're going to have a variety of stuff there, so you can really come enjoy your day, not just the senior center. And again, on top of swimming classes, we're offering lifeguard classes. There's a variety of things we're starting to do as that pool's getting more and more use. To the listeners out there, go to our website. We send a newsletter out. Please go to the website, sign up for these classes, and if there's things you want that we're not doing, please let us know. Like, again, we do chess club, e-gaming. We're doing a book reading class, Dungeons and Dragons. It's not just, people think, well, hey, it's Parks and Rec, or you think sports, you think karate, you think baseball, football, whatever, lacrosse, pickleball. No, we're doing a variety of things because every kid's unique, and not everyone wants to play them type of sports. But if we can engage with e-gaming and Dungeons and Dragons and, reading book clubs and stuff like that, that's what it's about, giving an opportunity for every child out there to do something they want to do. So I say to the parents out there, or the guardians, or grandparents out there, or anyone in general, if you have an idea, a program that's unique, or you want to start off, we're willing to do it. So reach out to Jim in his office. And I do want to say thank you for everyone listening. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to check out other episodes on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Subscribe so you never miss out on any updates. And thanks for listening to Albany County Direct.